Hello and welcome to Top of the World. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I've uploaded. Really, this last week has all been sawing, splitting and logging, and I've done a lot of those videos, but I've got some highlights of what's been going on in the week today, so I thought I'd put a compilation together. And I'm sure a few of you, along with my mother, has continuously asked me if I finished the Swedish wet room. Well, yes and no. I've got a little bit to finish off and a final clean, but I do have a lot of video footage of the job as it's progressed. I just haven't put it all together, so I'm hoping that'll be done sort of midweek, worst case scenario next weekend. Anyway, enjoy the video. Thank you all for joining me. Goodness me, what do I look like? Well, I just had a, well, I haven't, because I've just had a cup of coffee, but prior to that I had to run for shelter under this magnificent tree here. We had one of those really rare total whiteouts. Some of you remember me saying years ago I lost the Snowmobile because it didn't have a... Anyway, it's this kind of condition. It's stopped now. It just... Anyway, that's twice I've said that. So I've taken shelter under this big tree for a moment because I'm doing the first thinnings in quite a dense part of the forest, and I chose a tree as close as I can to the Snowmobile, just in case it continued and I didn't lose it again, but it's not. It's slowed right up now, and you might just be able to see it through there. Can you see it? See that hint of blue in the middle of the screen? Yeah. Anyway, you can see we're in quite a dense part, and I have got a little track through there that I run this morning. It's actually behind that thick bit there. You can just see the nose cone. But when it goes white out like this, where it's not now, when I walk through here, you could barely see. I just headed for the largest tree for shelter. I could have gone to that one there, I suppose. Anyway, first thinnings. That's hard work when it's like this. We'll go back the way we came and see what situation we've got. See that track? I run that track this morning. Oh, we're all good. That was probably, I don't know, 2 inches of snow that fell in 10 minutes. This was clean. Oh, you can see the track build up there. Oh yeah. There you go. So that's where I'm coming through, right, and that's where I'm going. So you can kind of see what it is I'm doing. So most of this was planted 18, 20 years ago after it was clear cut. So we're just doing first thinnings and selecting trees and deciding what goes and what stays. See, when you've got two like that, that's simple. Big one stays, small one goes. Pine over fir. So pine prioritises over fir. Better wood, much better wood. All right, let's get back to work. stairway to heaven. Seems a shame to turn it off, really. Anyway, I've got to turn it off because I have to show you why when I say not all firewood is firewood. Is that what I say? Anyway, so this was quite a big birch here, hard up against that fir, right in there, right next to it. And it's a big one, so I've taken it out, and the top produces a lot of firewood. But, and here's the but, when we look at this, and we look at how big and how straight it is. Now I've cut off the flare at the bottom, that's a bit of firewood. That has to go through the sawmill. So there's two big pieces there. That would make a lot of firewood, but it'd also make a really lot of good, nice hardwood. So I'm not sure what I've got there, 25, 30 feet. Anyway, I'm going to cut it in half and attempt to drag them to the yard, because I just can't cut up. That's a foot across. That is a foot in diameter, and I don't know what that is down there. 16, 17, maybe even 18 inches at the bottom. I just can't cut that firewood. It's been growing for too long, it's too straight, and it's too grand. Anyway, it produced quite a bit of firewood up there, but that's one for the sawmill. And they're the decisions you face. Now, if you was ever to get in a situation where you'd run out of firewood and you were going to die, obviously there's a yard full of wood that you can burn. But that's going to make a really nice something or other. That is, I've got to cut that up on the sawmill. Anyway, there we go. Let's get this lot trimmed up, cut up. Get the trailer attached. The sled's down there with half a load from yesterday on it. It's Saturday morning. It's just a stunning day. It is just a stunning day. So it snowed heavy yesterday morning. You saw that with the white out. And it snowed very heavy yesterday morning. Then it snowed a bit in the afternoon. It's been really cold overnight, so it's nice and crispy. It's going to snow some more tonight, and it's going to snow all day tomorrow. So I'm not doing any ploughing or any cleaning up because it's Saturday. It does mean that I'll have to spend my Sunday night clearing up before Monday morning when everybody needs to go to work. So anyway, just a stunning day. What an absolutely stunning day. Is it too cold? Well, telling a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to chop this up and get it on the trailer. Birds. Birds. I can hear birds. I can hear bloody fighter jets, but I can hear birds. That's a really good sound. Ain't had birds for months. And I can actually see some kind of movement way up there on the mountain. I don't know what that is. And that was a gunshot. What I'm going to attempt to do is show you how I move these really big ones if I can do it like this quickly. I've already got the other half, so I've split the log sled in half. I'm going to reverse it in here with the front half, attempt to roll that onto it, chain it up, pull it back to the yard. Got to have that tight, you don't want that coming off and ending up on the ground. We're supposed to be going that way. Anyway, we got it out. It's got a bit of a bend in there. We may take another couple of feet off of that. Anyway, there is those two, and they'll be going through the sawmill a bit later on. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you all for joining me. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider it. Don't cost you anything, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.